Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. Hey, listen, do not want to stay before you long. I want to, in this next 10 minutes, I want to share with you 10 different tools that have made it back to Appsumo on their special last call offer. If this is your first time to this channel, please go ahead and like and subscribe. I'm always putting out information, always putting out ideas that you can expand and grow your business with, especially if you are a digital marketer. Now, all right, so what I want to do is I want to take the next 10 minutes and kind of go over with you these top 10 tools that they brought back. Now, let me share with you a couple of things that they do when they bring these back. When they bring them back for Plus members. A Plus member is someone who has paid an additional $99 a year just to be a part of their membership. And what the $99 a year is, you actually get 10% off of any purchase that you make at any time. And that's almost, if you think about it, it's almost encouraged to, if you make your money back, you purchase at least 9 or 10 tools from them a year, and you've actually broken even on the savings that you would have gotten otherwise. So let's go ahead and break into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. I do not want to hold you long. Again, this is a 10-minute video. I'm going to try to get in under 10 minutes. You guys hold me accountable. If this is your first time to this channel, please go ahead and like and subscribe. All right. And I always put that out there because Google likes that. Google likes when people are interacting with the channel. That is the only reason why I asked that. And going through and growing my channel, that was one of the things they told me to do. That is why I asked. So I appreciate that. And if you do like it, please go ahead and just comment below. All right, so what I want to give, I'm going to give you 3 categories. I want to give you a nice to have, I want to give you a must have, and I want to give you a got to have out of these 10 tools. So let's start with the nice to have. Nice to have tool is Plurdy. Plurdy is a nice tool to have. It's e-commerce based. Definitely if you have a WordPress, this is going to be very good as well. Using something like WooCommerce or something like that. This allows people to get into the granular level. It allows you to kind of track what they've looking at or what they have looked at. I definitely recommend this if you have an e-commerce type of store. So it's definitely, but it's a nice to have. It's a nice to have. You add on to what you got and you come out doing pretty good there. So now let's talk about another nice to have, Hexomatic. Hexomatic is a nice to have. It's kind of a tool scraper. It's more of a scraper for the internet, more of a Google. There are some scrapers that scrape pretty much, your social media sites, things of that nature. Hexomatic is one that scrapes more of the external of the web. To me, I think a lot of the best tools inside of here are premium tools. I think they do a good job of giving you some of the basic tools that they have. It's, if you don't have a good website scraper, I think this is a good one to look at. But again, I think the best tools inside of here are their premium tools. And I think you can subscribe to their premium tools, I think around $5 a month. Not expensive, but I think Hexomatic is a very, very good play. And again, it's a nice to have. I think another nice to have is Gravitech. Gravitech, as you can see, has 550 reviews. It's been here a couple of times. It's a good tool that prompts people to, if they want to opt in to getting notification from you from any changes. Me personally, I don't like when people ask me, do I want to opt in to receive notifications? I just don't like that. That's a pet peeve of mine, and it's only me. But Gravitech does this, and it does it very well, and it's a very generous offering. They give you a lot for this. Definitely have Shopify, WordPress, or something like that. It'll come up at the top. It says, hey, opt in to find out, or opt in to receive some of our newsletters. So Gravitech is good, and it sends push notifications. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Useful. Useful is a good tool for onboarding. If you have people coming into your platform for the first time, you want to navigate them around. Useful is very good at that. I would not purchase that unless I got the full stack on that, because it doesn't limit you in some of the things that you want to do. You can take people, you can say, hey, highlight this. This is the about feature. This is what the about feature does. So Useful is a tool. You will not see that type of tool on Appsumo that often. So you want to get that. Make sure you get a good tier on that. I think a 1 tier 69, but if I got that, I would get at least the full stack on that. And then the last must have is Moby Roller, it's not must to have, it's a nice to have. Moby Roller is an app. It does a lot of you can create your own app with this. I think it's in some areas, I think it's a little clunky, but I think to get 10 apps that you can convert over to a major app store, or over to the I categories over in Apple, or over into the Google categories. I think this is the closest you're going to get to having this done at a lower cost. And again, the cost of this $79. You can do 10 apps for $79. Again, it's not the cleanest, but if you wanted to get an app up and running in less than a day, this is a good alternative. I just think it's a little dated. I've seen some newer ones, but I think long term, I think this ends up becoming a winner later on. Now, we did the nice to haves. Let's go to the must haves. As a digital marketer, these are your must haves. So as a digital marketer, your must haves is email writer. Email writer, as a digital marketer, you must have email writer. It is a tool that gives you has a repository of email letters or email copy. If you have someone's onboarding to your particular setup or service, they already have email letters already written out for that. Or if you're trying to onboard people for a webinar, you're trying to take them down a webinar series, Email Writer's got you covered. For $59, you can get a repository of more than 1,000 pre-written email letters. Now they have a new feature added on there where you can actually rewrite the actual emails that it has. You can spin it, put it in a spinner and rewrite it and get better copy from it already. So they're already giving you good copy, but then you can go and rewrite it in there as well. So Email Writer, again, must have. PageMaker, must have, right? Anytime you can get an opportunity to create landing pages in large quantity or large bulk where the templates are already made for you, you got to jump on that. And I think for the price of this, I was thinking a good break even on this is maybe a tier 3. I think it goes up to 10 tiers. I can't remember, or at least 5 or 10 tiers, but I think tier 3 is a good purchase for this, a nice amount. And I think you get 20 sub accounts with that. So you got to think, if you ran your own and you didn't run an agency and you just did sub accounts from your own, 20 sub accounts, you could crank out a couple of hundred web pages or landing pages just for all your products alone. So I think that's good to have. And it's nice, it's clean. They're constantly updating it. They're constantly tweaking it. Again, must have, right? Another must have. A lot of people do not know about it. It's Speed PPC. PPC stands for price per click. This is a tool that allows you or assists you in writing pay-per-click ads for Google and Microsoft. This tool is a sneaky tool. You'll notice it has 36 reviews on it, right? The ones that have low reviews on it, 35, 36, these are these types of tools. Again, usefulness was a nice to have, but Speed PPC is a must have for any digital marketer. It helps you write the perfect copy for PPC ads. It does a lot of research for you. Very comprehensive tool, but it is the best tool for its money, hands down, right? So it helps you write the ads. You can actually see them and see how they look before you actually export them over to Google. Very, very good tool to have. Very sneaky tool. Can't say I didn't tell you. If you get it, comment later, thank me later. We'll thank you later, Jenny. Another tool to have, a must have for digital marketers tool bag is Brainwork. Brainwork is a tool. It's different from all the other AIs. And they tell you that. Listen, we're not trying to be all things to all people. What we are trying to be is we are trying to be the number one tool for writing blog posts. Blog is long game, right? A lot of people say, I just don't want to do this. I want to do that. Listen, blog is long game. If you're going to be in the game, blogging is long game to have assets out forever. You can always, when you write blogs, you can always embed some of the things that you need to get across, or some of your landing pages for PageMaker. You can put those inside of Brainwork. But Brainwork is awesome because it gives you a lot of research tools as well inside of there. And the last tool in my 10-minute mark, a must-have, is Ligna. Ligna is a must-have tool because of the power of what you can do with voice over IP. You can have unlimited calls coming in for voice over IP. I don't know that there's another tool out there that's doing that. This is the strongest competitor to Go High Level. They're on the move. They're on the come up. They are making a lot of improvements. It's an empty shell and you have to build it out. I think a lot of the shell is more or less to help. They've added a lot in it already. But again, anytime you can have unlimited voice over IP or voice over inbound, outbound calls, and the same number can double as a SMS number, you can't beat that. So this is a must-have, right? I mean, it's a gotta-have. So it's gotta-have is Ligna. Must-have is Email Writer, PageMaker, Speed PPC, and Brainwork. Nice to have Plurdy, Hexomatic, Gravitech, Useful, and Moby Roller. It's been Jenny Jones. You guys take care. Goodbye for now.